What up, bro?
Testing, testing, testing. Here we are.
We are live.
Are we really?
Are we?
Okay,
Yeah.
look. This your boy Raw coming at you, Raw. Hope your day is all well. God bless you. First stop then. Bye. Yo, we got 15 minutes, homie. Because I already told you, bro.
Oh, you started another podcast?
Yeah. But you know what? 15 minutes is all I need to kick your butt. Now I'm playing. No,
Oh.
we not fighting. So you already been live streaming to your channel, I'm guessing.
Yeah, this is my first one that I'm gonna do with you. Let's see what happens from here.
Okay, all right. Well, look, you got the mic.
Alrighty, I want to talk about your video. The problems I saw the other guy's video, the one that you kept talking about, Project something, Project Foundry or whatever. His video.
Project, you mean Digital Foundry?
Digital Foundry, whatever his name is. I saw his video.
Yes.
I agreed some of his points, but he was essentially saying, showing the teraflops that PS4, dude. Honestly, we have PS4s, right? I don't think we're gonna be able to get 30 frames, and I don't think it's Xbox. I think it's just us holding it back. Now, he mentioned a guy in the video that has, I forget the guy's name, but he has confirmed that developers can use the full potential of the Scorpio to develop games to their fullest. And what you said in your video, or you implied on the title that, well, Xbox is holding the PS4 back. In reality, it's us that we're holding it back to make Destiny a useless game, honestly. 30 frames, really.
I ain't want to interrupt you. And there's an echo right now. I don't know if it's your proximity. If you were to go to party settings and go straight to where it says adjust microphone level, I won't hear an echo because your mic is picking up my voice, so the audience might be hearing double me. Double wrong, double the fun, but in this case, I don't want people hearing me twice. So, like I said, that's the microphone volume. But while you're doing that, I'll just say this. In my video, all I said was the CPU on the Scorpio is going to be a bottleneck in the future. The title of my video, which you're, alluding to, is Project Scorpio CPU is holding it back from running Destiny 2 at 60 FPS. First of all, we just got to make sure the audience understand that this is Bungie making this game. They were making this game way before Scorpio dev kits were sent out. They were making this game way before PS4 Pro dev kits were sent out. So they were making it for consoles PS4 and Xbox One. So out the get-go, the game was developed to run in 30 FPS because PS4 and Xbox One originals can't run Destiny 1 at a higher frame rate. Now, Lord knows if they went the route of just including multiplayer, because PS4 could run games in 60, Xbox One can run games in 60. Is usually smaller games, bite-sized games, and some people would say, well, Call of Duty runs at native 4K on PS4 Pro at times with their dynamic resolution at 60 frames per second. Well, Call of Duty is a smaller game than Destiny. Destiny is a big game. Destiny 1 I'm talking about. Is a big game by itself. Players running in and out of your space, and as well as your gear and everything's carrying over from multiplayer to single player. And raids, strikes is a bigger game than Call of Duty, is a bigger game than Overwatch, is another game that's 60 frames on these consoles. At the end of the day, those games are big. Destiny is big. Destiny 2 is bigger. You know what I mean? They even said the new patrol zone on Earth is the biggest of all the patrol zones from Destiny 1. So the game is big. The game is fat. The game is is that way. The only way I can see PS4 Pro and Scorpio running those games at 60 is if their CPU, which is the bottleneck for both of them, was higher. If you look at the numbers and this and look, I believe I took a picture. I did my notes on this when I did my video on it. Excuse me. Okay, here it is. I got it pulled up right now. The things I took pictures of was Digital Foundry's video. It was PS4 Pro versus basically Project Scorpio. Both have 8 Jaguar. This is CPU now. This is 8 Jaguar cores, and this is PS4 Pro 2.1 gigahertz, and the Scorpio is 2.3. So that's a 2.1 to 2.3 difference from Scorpio and PS4 Pro. Lord knows the chip in the Xbox One is custom, is heavily customized by Microsoft, and they said it. But what the problem is, running a game like Destiny at 60. Now look, I'm not no PC tech head, but it takes a beast of a PC to run that game at high settings and at 60. And Sony and Microsoft will not allow, I repeat, not allow for any game on their console, any AAA game at least, to come out looking like Minecraft, okay? Like, if you want the game to look like Minecraft, yeah, Project Scorpio and PS4 Pro could run 60 on, Destiny too. But, Sony has a standard. And with this whole 4K race between the two companies, they're not going to sacrifice that quality for frame rate. PS4 Pro and Project Scorpio are 4K machines. Though PS4 Pro don't hit 4K on every game, Scorpio is touted to be that, and now Microsoft is doing a 180. The CPU, both are anemic. Both CPUs was designed to support the 4K nature of the console, and that's why we get so many 30 frames per second games that are hitting, like you see Tomb Raider. The 4K mode on Tomb Raider, Rise of Tomb Raider on PS4 Pro, it runs at 30. And also the 4K mode on The Surge runs at 30. The 4K mode on Neo on PS4 Pro runs at 30. Scorpio will, I guarantee you, Scorpio will do the same thing. But instead of the 4K mode being a different flavor of 4K, it's going to be native 4K on Scorpio. Scorpio is going to be able to hit native 4K games. It's going to be capable to do it, I believe it. But frame rate is hurt by the CPU.
But the PS4.
You suck. Get better, scrub.
God damn it! I forgot to turn this off. I got two. I got a viewer. And I got 2 comments saying we suck.
2KOOL for school.
It's all right. It's all right.
I think I know who it is.
It's all right. Thank you for stopping by. This your boy Ron coming at you, Ron.
I think I know who it is, though. My friend. Dickhead. Alright, anyways, this is my opinion, okay? This is my opinion on the idea of Destiny, right? The problem with Destiny is when the developer comes out, the CEO, like the creator of this Project Scorpio, the sponsor, comes out and says, Luke Smith, comes out and says...
Well, actually, it wasn't Luke Smith, it was the other guy next to him. I can't remember his name. Continue, yeah, I'm sorry.
He has stated that if Bungie wanted to, they can optimize and use that hardware rather than being limited to the Xbox One standard. So, I'm assuming that if they're doing that, then what does that mean? There would be different games to it? Like, would there be 2 versions of Destiny on Xbox? Destiny Standard Edition? And
where did the CEO say this, sir?
In that Digital Foundry guy, when he was talking about it, he said that Xbox has stated that one of I think the guy's name was Tom or Tim. Forgot the name, but he has.
So you saying on that video I sent you, they say they can make 2 versions of Destiny? No, because I remember him saying that the frame rate's gonna be locked at 30, but the resolution, he was saying and his name was Rich, and I can't remember his last name, but he was saying that he's curious on how the Scorpio will do its 4K, because he already at 3 minutes of the video shot down the Scorpio doing 60 on Destiny. He already shot that ship down. That plane went straight into a mountain, you know. And I tell you right now, people with PCs that want to run Destiny at 60, look. The beautiful thing about PC is it's scalable, right? You can scale down graphics to achieve higher frame rate, shadows and all that to achieve better performance. Consoles don't allow you to do that typically. So with PCs, you could probably have a $500 PC running Destiny at 60. Lord knows it might not be locked 60, but it's gonna be 60 over 30. But the graphics may be a little bit sad. But like I said, you know, that's PC for you. It's scalable. But with consoles, my dude, these consoles are bottlenecked by their CPU. And look, that's okay, because these consoles are quote unquote mid-generation refreshes. These consoles are mid-generation refreshes. If you want a better frame rate, you gotta go to PC, bro. Like, if you want higher frame rates, PC is your place to go. Because these consoles, they're not getting it. Microsoft and Sony are not getting it. They're standing on stage saying 4K, 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 when the hardcore gamers like myself, like yourself, we want higher frame rates here. Look, go ahead. What you got to say?
Oh, I was going to say that goes underneath
You a little sad.
Oh, but yeah, like, but you see, the problem is when we play Destiny 2, right?
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad because in reality, CPU and teraflops are completely different standards.
That's correct.
It doesn't matter if the CPU is lower than the PS4's, but the game on Xbox Scorpio is gonna run a little bit higher. It's not gonna be as higher quality as people want it to be, but it's gonna run at that 4K with a solid 60 FPS if the developers really wanted to get their hands on that hardware. And really
I disagree with you completely. Why? Because first of all, the game wasn't designed to be at 60 on console. And even if they did design it to be at 60, a native 4K, no. I can see Scorpio doing maybe 1080p 60 on Destiny, and it won't even be a lock 60. I can see it doing 720p lock 60, but at native 4K, first of all, you gotta understand, you need a stronger CPU. That's where it's bottlenecked. Let's say this, if Destiny was designed only for Xbox Scorpio, with Scorpio only in mind, okay? And if they tone down AI, because that's another thing Luke Smith was talking about. Their game has dynamic AI, has this, that, and the other. They named all kind of stuff why the game is CPU heavy. They named it right, you know, back to back to back. If it didn't have that on Scorpio, like, think about Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear Solid 5 runs at a native 1080p at 60 frames per second. It's the only open world game on PS4 that runs at that, okay? And I believe it's 900p or 720p on Xbox One. But anyway, on PS4 it runs at 1080p 60 locked. Okay, you know what? I take that lock back. It drops 2 frames, 3 frames, whatever, when it gets crazy. But this is the thing about Metal Gear. It's empty. Nothing is in the world. If you go to a outpost, there's some enemies there, yes. But when you leave that outpost, from A to B is nothingness. So with that being said, do you want Destiny to be nothingness so it could achieve 60 frames 4K on Scorpio?
That's not what I'm saying at all. It's not
I'm just saying for 4K 60 at what Destiny is, Scorpio can't do it.
For a development team to be working on a game since Destiny 1 came out, right? Like less than half
about 3 years.
About 3 years. They didn't decide, okay, let's improve the graphics engine, let's do this and see what we can work with. And then they come out and say, yeah, PS4 is gonna be holding back with frames. And I don't think it's a big deal, honestly. I mean, frames are...
No one said that, though.
Oh no, I
This
said
is
that.
just an assumption
You're pathetic.
from you and a lot of Xbox fanboys, quite frankly. They think that PS4 Pro is holding back Scorpio. It is. They got nothing to do with holding. Look, the only way I can agree with that way of thinking is if Project Scorpio doesn't run Destiny 2 at native 4K. If it doesn't run Destiny 2 at native 4K, then I'm gonna think in my head, yeah, Sony did a deal to make that, make that like that. Because seriously, the Scorpio can handle native 4K Destiny 2. But the frame rate has nothing to do with that deal. That's Microsoft's fault. Microsoft wasn't trying to release a next generation Xbox. They wasn't trying to. They were just trying to release a stronger Xbox One so they can get out from under Sony's thumb of being the weakest console. That's all Microsoft wanted to do. They said it themselves. This is a 4K console. This is a mid-console refresh. They never once said this is a console that would provide 60 frames for the game. Not once they said it.
Okay, but how come they made the Xbox One S? I mean, that's a 4K
You know why?
Ultra HD console.
They did that because Pro was coming out last year. And let me say this about Microsoft and Sony. They know what they're doing, man. They get their stuff from AMD. They know what each other's doing. If you and I go to the same job, we know what we're doing. I can ask manager, hey, what's his schedule is? Oh, his schedule is this day, this day, this day. If we working at the same place, we know what we're doing, man. Like Sony and Microsoft getting their stuff from AMD, they know what they're doing. Microsoft knew they were releasing a stronger PS4. So instead of having Sony come out with a Pro last year and they have nothing, they came out with the Xbox One S. They sent that Xbox One S, I said it in a video in the past, as a sacrificial lamb. They sent out Xbox One S to die. So it can, I guess you could say, stop the bleeding or at least fill in the blank for Scorpio. Because they wasn't done with Scorpio. They wanted to see what the community was going to react to Pro. They knew Pro was coming, but they didn't know how the community was going to react to it. So they just played it smart and just waited. But the fact is, Pro is out now, and though it's not, selling like hotcakes, the fact that I can play some games at 60 when Xbox One and PS4 can't, like the Surge I mentioned earlier, that game was developed for 60 on PS4 Pro. That game is running at 60 at 1080p on Pro. But at the end of the day, Xbox guys, they stuck with 30 FPS, 900p, 900p 30 FPS until Scorpio comes out. So Sony was thinking, well, I got to get before Scorpio so I can talk about the strongest console before they get on the mic talking about the strongest console. But that's a whole nother topic for another time. All I'm saying is these consoles are not frame rate consoles, my brother. They can't run 60 frames 4K on Destiny 2 levels. That's all I'm saying.
Not worthy of Southern
My brother.
You hear me?
I can hear you.
Let me pause Skyrim here because I'm having too much fun. So, okay, so let's change the subject here. We're gonna do another topic. Let's talk about the 4K, the rants that have been going on lately with the Star Wars community and how the frame rates are gonna work. Or no, I don't think that's a thing. I don't think that's a thing yet. My bad. Let's just keep talking about Destiny. I'm trying to keep the live stream going. So let's talk about Destiny again, and let's talk about the multiplayer aspect. So, how do you feel about the peer-to-peer servers?
I think the peer-to-peer servers. Look, man. Okay, what game you're playing right now?
Skyrim.
You're playing Skyrim. Name actually a game that has multiplayer, right?
Battlefield.
Never, not yet.
Battlefield. Well, you know what? I don't know if Battlefield has dedicated servers or not.
It does.
But
It is. They're official.
But you talking about Battlefield 1?
Battlefield 1 and 4.
See, I can't talk on those games. They should, because I remember a while back that when Battlefield 4 came out, that was a disaster. And I think after that, they went ahead and stepped in with dedicated servers. But You know, I don't know for a fact. But my point was, there's a lot of games that run the peer-to-peer. You know what I'm saying? Destiny 2 would have been great with dedicated servers. But since they're not doing it, you know what that confirms to me?
What?
That means Destiny 3 is coming. Look, I'm sorry, people who are putting all their chips in Destiny 2. Destiny 3 is on the way. Why? Not only because why wouldn't you put dedicated servers in a game that you're gonna keep on building on? No. You added a number to it. The fact that you added a number to it is letting me know all my stuff is gonna be irrelevant again in 3 years. Now, Lord knows, why are you attaching yourself to something like that? Well, MMO nature is you build up on your character. You bring your character through all the content. You build up on them. And Lord knows with World of Warcraft, you do have resets in a way, but it's still your character. It's still the same game. You know what I mean? You can still use old stuff, but they're irrelevant. You know, they make stuff irrelevant in different ways. But Destiny is straight up wiping, blowing up your vault, figuratively and straight up blowing up your vault in cutscenes. So, like, Destiny 3 is on the way. They're not putting no kind of money into. They said it. Luke Smith said it himself. He said he didn't see it as an expense or something on that line, on that sense. Destiny 3 is coming. Look, Destiny 2 is gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. We're gonna high five. We're gonna just have a blast. But Destiny 3 is on the way. You guys holding on to Destiny 2, thinking that that's it? No, I was wrong. I learned my lesson. Destiny 1 wasn't it. Destiny 2 will not be it either. So dedicated servers are out the door. That's why. That's why they're not putting the money. Just like Call of Duty every year. They never put. They got more money than Rockstar. Call of Duty people, Activision. They got more money than Take-Two.
They have,
okay.
I think they have dedicated servers now, because.
No, Call of Duty. Call of Duty has peer-to-peer to the P.
Back
you
then,
know,
yeah, but I think it's dedicated now.
You think World War II, Call of Duty World War II is dedicated?
Possibly, because the budget's a lot bigger for this game than it was back then.
Well, look, if Call of Duty World War II has dedicated servers, that tells me they're going to keep that game alive longer than they did other Call of Duty games. Because, mind you, every Call of Duty come out every year, and every Call of Duty had peer-to-peer. Everyone. So, at least to my knowledge. And I'll say this right now. Going back to Destiny. They're not putting the money towards it because they're not renewing it. Just like Call of Duty with Black Ops 3, just like Call of Duty with Infinite Warfare, just like Call of Duty with, and these are all Activision, even with Bungie's games, even with Advanced Warfare. They didn't put the money in dedicated servers because they wasn't planned on running them past the year of it getting out to our hands. Like, they ready to leave that game as fast as it gets in your hand. Oh, sorry about that crack. But they're ready to leave the game as fast as it gets into your hand. That's what I'm saying. I need some water. Yeah. It's a shame though. But it is what it is, man. If you don't mind getting ready for Destiny 3, you shouldn't mind about peer-to-peer on Destiny 2.
Well, it's because the problem with Destiny 1 currently is cause, like, if you play Trials and the host is laggy as shit, you're not going to get anywhere but either locked in place or he could take advantage of that, of lag switching. And,
exactly.
Like, and that's the problem.
And that's going to happen again, bro. I'm sorry to let you, that's going to happen again, bro. I'm letting you know now. It's going to happen again. And you know what? Bungie is going to try to ban people from doing it. They're probably going to have a better watch on that. Like last Destiny 1, right? They said, report people and we'll get on it. Well, Destiny 2 is probably going to have a better, especially on PC with Battle.net. Because what they do with Overwatch on Battle.net is if you are a cheater, a hacker or whatever, they ban your account permanently forever. So I'm not saying that's going to happen on consoles, but definitely on PC, they're going to ban you straight up if you are acting up. But on on console, I think they'll have a better security network on banning people who lag switch and cheat. But like I said before, if you are fine with the idea that Destiny 2 ain't built to last longer than Destiny 1 has, then you shouldn't worry about peer-to-peer. You know, basically, if you're buying Destiny 2, you shouldn't worry.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. The only reason why, like, I don't know if you know this, but the backstory is, as the guy that worked for Bungie, right?
Yeah.
He was a musician for, or the musical artist for, Destiny, and he had a contract for 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, they fired him after he made 10 years worth of music for them. He sued. They lost the case, and now they have to pay him money. So they kind of screw themselves over by trying to rip him off out of his.
And that might be it. They might be trying to save money at the player's cost.
But that's their fault, though. The only reason why they're shoehorning Destiny 2 is because they're trying to stop that contract.
I cannot bear.
Like,
You think so?
Yeah, that's the only. I think that's the only reason why I can assume. Because there's no way that they made Destiny 2. Oh, cool. They didn't just do it for their self-gain. They did it because I don't. There's a YouTuber named B Dobbins.
Go ahead.
There's a YouTuber that you can watch. His name is B Dobbins, and he talks about that of like how they handled shady business practices and stuff.
Hey. Sorry about that, bro. Continue.
So the problem with it is shit. Can't talk. See, that's why I'm reading books more. Can't talk, girls. Can't get in there. No, but the one thing I'm complaining about is.
No, I'm listening.
Oh, the only thing I'm complaining about, the only reason why they did it is because, they fucked over their guy, and now they're trying to cover their tracks, trying to make a new game, trying to make it seem like nothing happened. But in reality, this game is Destiny 2. Rather, it's just a game just to end that contract so I don't have to pay him anymore. Or have him have a say in the games. That's the only reason why they did it. And this is kind of swept under the rug by Bungie because they really don't want a lot of people to know. So, I mean, it's kind of shady how they're going by things and not really telling anyone, but that's kind of what happened, or allegedly.
I'm gonna be quite frank with you. I'm gonna be quite frank with you. Destiny 2 is a ripoff. Like I didn't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it.
Of Warframe?
I said Destiny 2, bro.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
Look. I got less than like 8 minutes before I have to bounce. But I'm gonna say this: Destiny 2 is a ripoff. Now on PC, Destiny 2 is gonna be great. You know what I mean? On PC, Destiny 2 is gonna be great because Destiny 1 never existed on PC. Okay, and you know what? It's a bigger Destiny 2 is a bigger ripoff to Xbox gamers because PlayStation has content for a whole year. So already out the gate, Destiny 2 looks incomplete. It looks like an incomplete game, but they're going to have more content on the PlayStation platform than the Xbox. Out the gate is a ripoff for Xbox, even more so than it is for PlayStation. But it's so sad, it really is, that they built up Destiny 1. Destiny 1 has more raids than Destiny 2. Destiny 1 has more strikes. Destiny 1 has more players in PvP. You can do 6v6. Destiny 2, only 4v4s. Also, more gear is in Destiny 1. Like, what you're saying makes sense. But all I'm saying is, like, seriously, dude, Destiny 1, how is a 1 better than your 2? That's like if Halo 2 came out and you looked at Halo 2 and said, where's this, that, and the other? Oh, that's on Halo 1. No, man. It's not good. It's not good at all.
Well, I mean, that we've only seen pre-alpha gameplay raw. We haven't seen, like, maybe they're not done with Crucible yet. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt.
No, they said 4v4 only.
4v4?
That's what they said.
Well, that means we can run 4 people in trials now.
Get out of here with all that, man. Like, think about it though. Destiny 1 has more content than Destiny 2. I don't understand how people ain't hearing that. Like, Destiny 1 has more content than Destiny 2, guys. This is supposed to be a bigger and better Destiny, but Destiny 1 has more than it. Oh, Destiny 2 has 4 planets. Well, Destiny 1 had 4 locations too. Has 4 locations too. Oh, but Destiny 1 has a bigger patrol zone on Earth. Well, look. Ain't nobody care about patrol. Like, the reason why Destiny 1 stayed alive for so darn long is the PvP. Nobody was raiding, like, all up until the next expansion. People were playing PvP, though. And the fact that they're gimping their PvP, the fact that they're gimping it, like, what I mean by that is, you know, stripping it down to 4v4, that tells me they want to balance the game better. That's a good thing. They want to balance it better, but at the cost of the PvP players from Destiny 1's enjoyment. Like, I was listening to a guy named Monty. I'm sorry, this is a YouTube name. But anyway, he was talking about how after he was done the raid, him and his raid team go into PvP. That's 6 people going to PvP. You can't do that no more. I'm done. Like, Destiny 2, it's so messed up. It's so messed up.
Well, yeah, well, it does suck, but I mean, people ask for it.
Well, look,
it's a Bungie game.
I don't know. Here's the thing. People wanted a 4v4 mode, but not the whole. See, Bungie, they're not the Halo creators no more that I used to know. Bungie is under Activision's thumb. They used to be under Microsoft's thumb, but now they're under Activision's thumb, and they're a worser boyfriend. But Bungie is the girl in the relationship. They move from man to man. They move from bad man to badder man, right? Like, Activision, in my opinion, is worse than Microsoft, and Microsoft has definitely became better, especially with Phil Spencer at the helm. Like, but yeah, Bungie, they basically left the house before the man got better. Like, Microsoft got better now. If Bungie would have stayed under Microsoft house, they probably would have had a better. Like, I'm done. I don't even want to think of a better Destiny, because that makes me mad. A better Destiny makes me mad. And Destiny 2 isn't a better Destiny. Destiny 2 is an update to Destiny 1. I'm done.
Well, it was supposed to be a DLC, but like I said, they kind of dropped the ball on it when they fired that guy and they fucked him over. So,
they messed Bungie over. Don't care, bro. They want that green, bro.
Yeah.
Man, you making me furious about this Destiny 2, man. Destiny.
No, I'm telling you, man. I'm kind of giving up on Destiny 2 because.
No, look. This is the problem, though. Destiny 2 probably gameplay is gonna be great. Man, it's gonna be awesome. The gameplay probably gonna be on point. But this is the problem, though. There's other games to play now. When Destiny 1 came out, back when it came out, they had nothing around it, bro. Not really nothing. Really. Not really nothing. And people were stuck playing Destiny, and they just went with it. But now we have different games coming out later this year. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna compete against Destiny. And look, I hope at Sony's press conference, they announced Days Gone comes out this year, Spider-Man comes out this year. If those games come out this year, I can't touch Destiny, or at least I shouldn't, because those games are going to be worth more of my time than a game that's probably going to get better in 3 years. Destiny 2 in 3 years, it's going to be amazing. But who's going to cotton pick and wait for Destiny 2 in 3 years? I'm done. I can't talk about
coming
this.
out in September.
That's the problem, though. It's an incomplete game coming out this year. I'm sorry. It's going to be an incomplete game.
Then why
If you
buy
don't have... Listen, don't buy it. I'm not buying it. I'm linked to people who are buying it, so I'm going to play it on their account. But anyway, look, I'm sorry. I can't buy that game. I'm sorry. Because if I did, I would want to delete it, break it in half, and throw it across the room. But at the end of the day, look, man. Oh, man.
Don't get triggered.
I'm triggered about Destiny 2 because, look, if Destiny 2 comes out with only one raid, that'll prove my point. on being incomplete. Oh, we want to roll out the other raids, but hold up though. Didn't you come from Destiny 1 that has more content? Why aren't you stepping up your game? Because we want that dollar and we just copy and paste it, G. Like that's what Destiny 2 feels, a copy and paste. Man, we done. Close us out. I gotta go.
Alrighty. Well, this has been Raw Gaming. You'd like to shout out your own channel?
Yeah, gaming for days. Raw. Okay. And I'm sorry I went on a rant there. Look, I'm real sensitive to Destiny because it's one of my favorite games because it's from one of my favorite developers. And it's a darn shame that Destiny 1 is getting left out in the cold because of Destiny 2. Anyway. Look. Come to my channel, subscribe for more gaming news. We're actually about to do Gaming Talk episode 32, literally right after this podcast. So please join us in my stream and subscribe to your boy. Hold on, what is your name on YouTube?
Killer Dano.
See, Killer Dano. See, guys, I know. Look, his name on PlayStation is called Black Goku. So I didn't know. I forgot which name he went by. So Killer Dano, subscribe to your boy Killer Dano. This guy got some content and some things to say. So subscribe to him. Hashtag like.
Hashtag dislike.
Or hashtag dislike. Put some feedback in the comment section below so we can get better to give you better content. Thank you.
Alrighty. We'll see you later, Ro.
Thank you, sir. I'm gonna bounce out.
I'll go watch your podcast right now, too.
Oh, thank you. Oh, hey, hashtag like. For you,
hashtag
sir.
Like, hashtag like,
all right.
hashtag dislike.
That's what's up. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna holler at you.
Alrighty.